Hey guys, welcome to part 3 of my series on traveling abroad and studying abroad in Mexico. In this video we'll be looking at a city of ruins which is not too far from La Ciudad de Mexico, or Mexico DF, the capital city of Mexico. It was just, I don't think it was too long of a bus ride away, which was nice. When you get there, you're greeted by a lot of people selling various items, which is typical throughout Mexico. But anyway, once you're there, you get to see these magnificent temples or pyramids. I'll talk about that in a second. This picture you're looking at now, I took all of these pictures, by the way, with one of those, those cameras that you wind up and then you shoot it. And if you want to do the flash, you hold down the button until it starts flashing or whatever. It's kind of funny. But anyway, that's why they're not good quality. So where I'm walking right now, the road that you're kind of looking at right here, that's called La Avenida de los Muertos, or I've also seen the name of it called La Calle de los Muertos, so it's the Avenue of the Dead or the Street of the Dead. If you want to look at more information about Teotihuacan, you could learn lots about the city and become more familiar with it. Teotihuacan means the city of gods, and no one really knows anything about the people that lived there because when it was first discovered it was already abandoned and burned, so no one really knows what happened there. But over here on the right, I'm going to tell you more about that giant temple, and there's one over down here. I'll tell you about that one too in just a second. So right now you can obviously see there are a whole bunch of these guys right here, these little temples, and then there's a big one over here. I took this picture standing on top of the Templo de la Luna, or Pirámide de la Luna. So it's the Pyramid of the Moon, or the Temple of the Moon, and I'm looking on to the Sun Temple, or the Sun Pyramid. And the reason I keep using these words interchangeably, pyramid and temple, is because a lot of literature will tell you that they're called pyramids, but I've also had some university professors who have told me that there are no pyramids anywhere in the continental Americas, that they're all temples, and that the pyramids are elsewhere. But at the same time, if you look at the definitions of the two words, they're almost synonymous. So, take it with a grain of salt, I guess. So forgive me if I call it the wrong thing. So this is the view from the Temple of the Moon looking onto the Temple of the Sun. Now we've changed pictures here. This is the view from the Templo del Sol, or the Pirámide del Sol. And if you guys get a chance to go there, let me show you this next picture. This is obviously, well, maybe not obviously, but that's me sitting with one of the other people that in my excursion, and probably everybody that's standing around here were all people in my excursion. And this was probably either close to or on the way to the top of the Templo del Sol, the Sun Temple or Sun Pyramid, which if you get a chance to go here, it might not look like it from the picture. I'm not sure if it does or not, but it's a really, really long climb. If you're not at least in a little bit of shape, this is going to be a lot of work for you. And if you've never been on any sort of like a temple or ruins before anywhere in the Americas, what you'll notice is that the steps aren't your typical, like your steps in your house. The where you put your foot is going to be about half the size of a normal step, and then the height of it is going to be like double. And in a lot of places they have these bars because it's really kind of treacherous. Like if you fall, you could really hurt yourself on some of these things. So in some places there are bars, in some places there are ropes there to help guide you, to help support you on the way to your top. It was a really good workout if you want to get a workout. Anyway, so this is the Temple of the Moon over here. We're near the top of the Sun Temple. And then lastly, I had a few more pictures that I took while I was there. You can just see some of the architecture that was done on one of the temples, or the ruins really. And here's some more. I think that they said those were houses. And this was the inside of one of the temples, some of the artwork that was done in there that was trying to be preserved. So, these kind of things you couldn't take flash pictures of. But, if you guys get a chance to go here, this is a really cool place to visit. A lot of great things you can buy, and just be sure to take your pencil with you, some paper, or something where you can record what you're looking at, because I've forgotten a lot of the stuff that I saw there, what it was called, what the meaning of what maybe some of these things were right here, and I'm sorry that I didn't take better notes. So I do recommend that you do something like that. Thanks for watching part 3 of this series. If you want to check out the next part, check out the links in the description below. Thanks for watching, guys.